हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ जी खातिबा जी, कैसी हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ शेफ, आप कैसे हैं?
बहुत बढ़िया।
चलिए शेफ, स्टार्ट करें क्योंकि अपने व्यूवर्स को बताना भी पड़ेगा कि वी हैव शिफ्ट ओवर हियर।
ठीक है।
A very good evening to all the viewers of Ref today. A very good evening India and the world. Today we have Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi, the great Namak Shamak chef, with us, and we will discuss upon the topic that is the content Namak Shamak, the main reason for your success. So welcome to the show. Great chefs,
थैंक
good
यू।
food, chef.
थैंक यू। थैंक यू। थैंक यू खातिबा। इट्स सो वेरी apt कि I am known by Namak Shamak as of now. I mean, in the all my journey, I've lost my name and I've become a Namak Shamak chef.
Okay. So, chef, let's start with our first question.
Sure.
Chef, let us start with your introduction to our viewers. That when did you thought of becoming a chef, and how did this caption Namak Shamak become so popular?
So actually, Khatiba, it's a long story. I mean, early days when I actually wanted to be an engineer and a pilot before that, when things didn't fall in place, it was by chance that I went to do hotel school, just with an intention of getting a job. That was the only intention, with no idea of what hotel management is like, and with an intent that I should get a job immediately after finishing my hotel school. I went to join hotel school in Bhubaneswar in the eastern India. We had a IHM in Bhubaneswar, so I went and joined there, and luckily enough that as I joined hotel school and I started learning, in the first 2-3 months I realized that this is something which is very fascinating and very close to my heart, and I'm liking it, and I am falling in love with what I'm doing. So the moment that happened, I realized that this is what I should be doing and pursuing in my career, and so I started actually working around what is required, acquiring knowledge, enough knowledge to actually understand what hotel school is all about, because we've never stepped until 18 years of age. I never stepped inside a hotel. We never went to restaurants to dine in, because where I lived, Kharagpur, which is famous for IIT, railways, hotels were something which were not there, never flourished actually. It was a small railway township, more British, I would say. In spite of being British, the culture was not of restaurants, because I still know that even though the full town, half of the town is beautifully done by British bungalows, and they had their, dark bungalows, what we know of, and they had their clubs, okay, and there were various clubs where they would go and dine, but there were no restaurant as such. So over the years also we did not find restaurants, but in Bengal, as we say, there were a lot of street food nukkads, joints in the corners, and we saw a lot of them. And yes, we used to pick up chai or a biscuit or a bhajia pav or something like that from the small shops, but never dined inside a restaurant. And that interest excited me, and I started learning in hotel school. And of course, the most important thing that happened was, in the first 3 months itself, I decided very clearly that there's nothing else I want to become. I want to become a chef. So all other career choices which I was fascinated about, I had to close all those chapters and started focusing on becoming a chef. So whatever was required to become a chef, I focused on that clearly. whether it was working hard, whether it was acquiring knowledge through books. So buying books was, taking interest, understanding what food is all about. So all that excitement happened over a period of time, and I joined hotel school, and I went on to become a chef. And after 3 years, also, when I passed my hotel school, many of my friends actually became uh, chefs. They joined as professional chef trainees. I had to join and start my career right at the scratch level, at the basic bottom level actually of the hierarchy. I started off as a trainee cook in Oberoi, Bhubaneswar, and it was very depressing many a times. But the thought that I cannot give up because I loved what I was doing. So I did not want to give up, although there was pressure from the family that, if you're not liking it, leave it, because, those days probably my father would expect that, because he was in railways, he would expect that I should be looking at a more secured profession, which was
A
probably a
government job.
government. Yes, a government job, and that's what he wanted me to. So many times he would come and see me in Oberoi, Bhubaneswar, and he would say, "What are you doing? I mean, you're washing utensils, Every time I come, I see you do this." I would always tell him, give me some time, give me some time. I will be there. Don't worry. You don't worry about it. So, because he had that pressure of, his friends and peers, because one of his friends' children were, in IIT, or some of them had done medical, some of them were in better colleges of engineering. So he would always feel that pressure, because neither my brother nor me had passed engineering, and neither we were into some kind of government service. So that pressure my father always had, and he faced that pressure amongst his friends whenever he would meet them. But somehow I was determined that I will pursue this and I will excel. So I did not lose focus at all. And I started working as a trainee chef, trainee cook actually, and went on to, scale up in my career. It took me about not very long, I would say, as I passed in the year 21. While I was 21, I passed hotel school, and by 27, 28, I was the executive chef of a proper five-star hotel. So the journey was not very long, because all I knew was work, work, and work, and work, and work, and only work, and acquire knowledge as much as possible. So whatever salary I used to get, everything went into purchasing books. Okay, because those days you did not have anything called digital platform, internet was not there. So books was your only companion, and you did not have access to go to various places also to learn. Like now you have an access, you can catch a flight and go. It's easy. You can catch a train and go wherever you feel like. But those days it was not so easy, okay, and people would not share knowledge very easily. Even if you go, you would not be able to access the kitchen of some place, or talk to some place, who's known for something. These days, at least, people allow you to go to the kitchen and allow to talk to the cooks. Early days, nobody would allow you to do that. So you had the companion of only books, and you had to acquire knowledge through your peers and your, ustads with whom you are working. So that's how I kept, working hard and stayed focused throughout my career. I only focused on learning and acquiring knowledge as much as I could.
That was your determination, chef, which has
Yeah,
put you over here at this position. Otherwise,
correct.
today's generation, people get fed up of everything, and it is not easy for them to wait for so long and listen to the world also, the society also, accepting everything. And
Katiba, I think it's very important. The common saying is that, a banyan tree lives for thousands of years only because the roots are so strong that, nobody can shake it up. So
so, very good
you want to
example.
be, yes, so if you want to be a banyan tree, and you want to really, really strengthen your roots, so that nobody can challenge you. Of course, learning never stops. So you need to build that up to grow in life. So I understand what you're saying, and I personally see that also. Everybody, especially in this pandemic times, everybody is thinking that, I want to be a star on digital network, and I just want to post 5 videos and, mention this, show me some love and support me. It is never like that. I mean, even if I like somebody's post or video, don't expect that you will get 10,000 followers overnight because I have liked it. No, it is never that. It is your substance which speaks. If your substance has value, you will surpass what I have done in life. You will definitely be bigger than what I have done in life. So you need to find that substance, that authority with which you speak on digital platforms. You need to showcase that. You need to see that. You people need to respect that. People need to understand. Yes, this man. And even though you are young, if you have the substance, I'm sure people are going to follow you up.
True, chef. Very true. I think so. Our young viewers are listening to this great chef. This is a very good lesson. Nobody will teach anybody at this moment because nobody wants to means accelerate towards him or her. This is a message, a very good message to entire youngsters of today's youngsters to listen to Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi. Today, he is very famous not because he said Namak Shamak. He worked hard. That is why people followed him. Thank you, Chef. Thank you for giving such a good lesson to our viewers. Hope everyone will understand and listen to you and will follow your path, at least some part of your path.
I'm sure.
Thank you, Chef. Chef, let's move on our next question.
Sure.
Thank you, Chef. Chef, you have done several television shows for food, cooked so many recipes and traveled round the globe. What difference did you find in food culture of the world and the food culture of India?
Katiba, when I had just started my career in the hotels actually, those days you never had qualified chefs working in Indian kitchen. You always had ustads who probably, grew up the ranks, and the behavioral methodology was so bad in Indian section that everybody was afraid of going and learning from them. So you would always begin your career working in Western cuisine, working in bakery. And I also started like that because you found qualified people there, people with more matured, thinking as compared to what you would see in Indian section. Okay, so I also started that when I started working, and it was difficult for us to go and work under these ustads. Actually, I would say because their approach of teaching was not very healthy. I mean, you had to literally undergo an army training as if when you're working under them, and you need to work the way they have gone through. They also believe that if they have gone through scratch and they have gotten beating from their ustad, so I also should be thrashed, beaten by them to learn, But that fear always kept all the hotel school people to stay away from Indian section early days. Okay, I'm talking 85, 87, 90s. Okay, but somehow I believe that that thought was there in my life that if I am an Indian, I should know Indian food first. If I travel abroad, how will people know that, people when they talk to me, and if I don't know Indian food, then it's a shame. So I worked for the first 3-4 years in the Western section, in the Chinese section, in the bakery, okay, in the butchery section, in the guard measure, okay, soup section, all these various sections that a proper 5-star hotel has. We worked in all those sections. But I realized later that if I don't know Indian food, then there's a challenge. And then the chefs, because of my work, put me into Indian section, and I slowly started working with the ustads and started realizing that if I have to work with them, I have to work as per them. So it's like, you know, the clear saying that in Rome do as Romans, you know, you don't do as other Spanish people. You know, you need to do it like Romans. So, and that is the thing I adapted, and I started working in that culture and with them in that format. And I literally realized that if you win over the hearts, they will tell you such fine points of cooking, which in today's world you will not learn from anybody. And I have seen that. I mean, the way I teach people now, I pass the message and I tell people, you know, these are the fine points you need to learn. So even though there are a lot of information there on internet in today's world, but still when you work along with somebody, that's the time you know completely. Okay, it's like how all the big chefs say, for anybody to become a very good chef, you need to work under a very good chef. If you don't do that, you don't learn. I mean, books can impart you only probably so much knowledge, okay, can give you a guideline. But when you practically see what's happening, that's when you learn and acquire the knowledge for life, okay. You can see, you know, somebody bicycling in a mountain, okay, and you can feel happy about it. Oh, but till you don't bicycle along with somebody and get training how to bicycle in a mountain, you will probably, you know, run into problems when you actually have to do it. So there's a
A
training
teacher is
methodology.
very important in life. A teacher
Yes.
is very important in
Yes.
life.
Yes. So that's how it's very, very important for all of us. So if you are learning from somebody, it's first hand knowledge, and it are fine points that you acquire. And that's how I started learning from the ustads. And when I started acquiring the knowledge of Indian food, I realized that I was missing a lot. And I went on learning from various ustads, so that from Hyderabadi ustads, from Avdi ustads, from Rajasthani ustads, you know, and from Marwadi ustads. And many of them started teaching me. Then as the economy opened, I started traveling a lot. I got the opportunity through my television shows to reach out to various places, okay, and to reach out to various unique restaurants and unique places of interest of food, where I had the access to go inside and work along with the chef. So all this helped me acquire the knowledge, and I realized that, you know, India is Amazon of food, and it's simply impossible for a human being to say, even at my age, if I tell that I've mastered Indian food, there would be no bigger fool than me. Okay, so it's very, very difficult to master Indian food across, because it's how, like, you know, Amazon cannot be conquered in one lifetime, and Indian food cannot be conquered in one lifetime. Hence, in today's world, it is a very happy situation that if you want to access or you want to acquire knowledge about Northeast food, you have digital system to support you, and probably you can reach out to people, probably you can travel there and, you know, find. But to master uh, overall Indian food, it is every time I step out of my, you know, house, reach out to a new place, I see there's so much more I have to learn that I cannot, you know, tell you. I mean, every time that you move out, like today itself, I was learning in the morning in my house, as you know, I was learning about, you know, Arjun Chal, which is a bark of a tree. Okay, in Kerala, in West Bengal, in Tamil Nadu, in many places like these states. Now, this tree, you know, bark is used for clarification of water. So many restaurants in Kerala, they dip this bark after washing the bark in water, and the water turns nice and pink. And when it turns pink, it also cleanses the water. Okay, all the cleanses of all the germs and bacteria in the water are all cleansed. Okay, so that's how it is very important. So learning never stops, and that is what took me to, you know, Indian food, and that is the difference I found, that in India, what you have is food as medicine, okay, which is what you don't see probably, you know, in America, for example. America does not have its own cuisine at all. I mean, all that you have is fries, what you see, or a burger, or a sandwich, which is
Imagine
probably
that is the popcorn show, I believe, of
yeah,
America.
yeah, I mean, that is not healthy food. And in today's world, I believe that everybody wants to learn Indian food for the simple fact that uh, this food of ours has helped all of us build immunity and sustain this pandemic times, you know.
Immunity boosting
Yes,
food is very important today.
yes. And
That is why.
we are
Huh.
blessed here in India.
Hmm.
We are blessed. I mean, we are blessed with so much of ancient traditions that we have, Ayurvedic traditions that we have, and these are slow benefit factors that they have. These substances and these food and these recipes have slow benefit, but they have a benefit which removes problems from the root cause. They're not those allopathic which suppresses your problems. They remove it from the root cause. And if you continue following those traditions, I'm sure there's no reason why India's food and everything that we do in India should be looked upon by the world, and they should actually, follow what we do.
True, chef. Exactly. I think so. This is another message from Chef Harpal Singh Sogi that whenever you get ill, any type of illness, first you go to the kitchen, search the ingredients, what is helpful and useful for you, and then move out. If it is not useful, though it is impossible that it is not useful, because chef, I personally, when I cough or when I cough a lot, sometimes when weather
Correct.
changes,
Correct.
I take
Correct.
dried ginger powder with honey, means salt and honey,
Absolutely.
and do not drink
Absolutely.
water for 2 3 hours. That is very good remedy against cough and cold. Hal-
Absolutely.
Haldi and doodh. Haldi and doodh is very good for your joints
Absolutely.
pain, your many things. They release
Absolutely.
your cough
Absolutely.
from your chest. Hmm.
Correct.
I go for home remedies only. People say that you do not belong to this generation. I said no problem. Make fun of me. Sometimes I go for homeopathy, but I do not. I'm not agreed with allopathic since childhood. I'm not
Yeah, I mean,
saying anything against it, but hmm,
those basic problems that we have, cough, cold, little fever, these all things can be rectified by home remedies, and food is one thing which can rectify all these things.
hmm, true, chef. Thank you, chef. Chef, let's move on. Next question.
Sure.
Chef, being at such a high level of chef's fraternity, how come you are still so simple, sober, and down to earth?
Well, that's that's purely an individual trait, I would say. So I somehow believe that everything that goes up will come down. So it is better that you remain as grounded as possible. Many a times you get distracted with the world affairs. You lose focus. So when you lose focus, you lose your own direction actually. So when you lose your own direction, you are bound to meet with accidents. So it's very important that you stay grounded. You stay close to people. You understand the pulse of people. You reach out to them, and fortunately to me, I would say that God has gifted me with one beautiful thing is a smile, and that helps me solve many a problems when I talk to people, when I reach out to people. And I simply believe that when you actually, reach out to people, you touch their hearts and you remain in their hearts forever. And that is something which should come to a person naturally. And I don't see. I seriously don't know what should be the answer to this because I, because I believe that in simplicity it is everything, and in simplicity it is the most difficult thing. I'll give you again a classic example. When you are a hotel chef, Khatiba, what happens
Yes.
is you try to complicate everything in a hotel because that's how people expect. People expect. Uh, something which should not be normal to them. Okay, anything that is normal in a hotel, people say, oh, this is the way it is. Oh no, man, I didn't expect this. And should I be paying so much money for this? So, in simplicity is what they don't believe in a hotel, and we try to complicate things in a hotel as much as possible as required. So when I got this opportunity to do serious television, I kept doing television from 1993 in Khana Khazana and Z when it started in Z television. Okay, but when I started doing serious television and started doing my show Turban Tadka, the first thing I realized that okay, Arpal, I have to, for television, I have to remove the chef factor and bring home the simplicity factor so that people take interest in whatever you cook. Okay, and being simple, I tell you, is a very difficult thing. It's not an easy thing because it's very challenging. I tell you, it's absolutely challenging. So even when I did television and did simple things, it was very challenging because people after years started commenting that, oh, whatever you cook is very easy because it's simple. That word started coming out, it's simple because I can cook the same thing at home. Is available in my house. Whatever ingredients you are using is available. So I think when you look at a person, you know, you if you feel, you know, that I am one amongst you, you have achieved what you want to do, and that's what I believe in. So when on television, when on normal life, what I believe is when people should see me or reach out to me, they should be able to see that I am part of their family, I am part of their life, and I am there with them. So if you hear these words, that means you're doing something right, and I believe that keeping it simple is not an easy task. It's a difficult task, and you require a lot of perseverance to constantly keep yourself simple. And fortunately, I believe I wouldn't say that because we come from small towns, we lead a simple life, and we have led a simple life, and that is part of our life, but that could be there in a person who is born in a major metro also. But it happens more so when you come from a small town because you've seen and appreciated everything that is basic. Okay, so we love, like for example, somebody says gilli danda khilna hai. So when you say gilli danda khilna, oh, then I go, yes, 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 hello, I know gilli danda, I can play with you. So if you ask a person
Yes,
from
yes.
Bombay or Delhi, gilli danda wo kya hota hai bhaiya, you know
Uh,
so it's like another thing, I'll say, बचपन में हमारे पास वो टायर्स होते थे साइकिल के, उसको पीछे से डंडे से मार मार के आगे भगाते थे और हम उसके पीछे पीछे भागते थे. I don't know what it is called now, but those were simple things. They were like exciting things. I mean, I cannot remember that. हमने किसी को कंचे खेलते हुए नहीं देखा बॉम्बे में. हम दोपहर को घर से भाग के जाते थे कंचे खेलने के लिए. तो ये छोटी छोटी, हम जब कंचे आलू बोलते हैं या कंचे बोलते हैं तो लोगों को आश्चर्य होता है कि ये क्या है भाई, व्हाट इज दिस. आई मीन, आई हैव नॉट रिमेम्बर्ड मार्बल्स. आई डोंट सी पीपल प्ले मार्बल्स. व्हाई मार्बल्स? आई मीन, आई वुड से दैट आई डोंट सी पीपल playing at all in major metros. There are only a few selected few who feel that I want to become a sports person. Only those kind of people play outdoor games. Very few people play outdoor games in major metros. But unlike for us, it was like a daily routine. I want to play football. I want to play in the dirt. I want to play hockey. I want to play whatever I get. I want to play, and I want to keep my life simple. And that probably continued in life, and that helped a lot. I think that helped a lot. And fortunately, God has not, God has given me to continue that kind of life, and I'm very happy with what I am today. And being grounded in life is very important. As you say, people who walk with their heads down probably will never fall in a pit or never run into a hurdle. That's my belief, but maybe it could be wrong for many people, but that's the way it is.
Okay. Chef, one of our viewers and chefs, executive chefs, Manpreet Singh, he is
Yes.
commenting that from where did you get this colorful turban? He is an executive chef in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
He's commenting in the comment box. From where did you get this turban, this colorful one? He's
Well,
liking that.
I'll actually tell you, I always believe that turban is my pride, and I like to dress my turban up. Although it's very sad, and I openly tell you, Khatiba, in this platform itself, that many a times I feel very sad that people from my community itself, start abusing me for no reason, of course, and they don't have any valid reason at all. Nobody has a
Why?
valid reason. For the simple fact that why do I wear two colored turbans, and why do I dress up my turban? And I simply tell people, at least I am carrying the tradition. I love my turban, which is why I'm dressing up. It's like people who dress up their hair, they feel like combing their hair, keeping it neat and clean. I like to dress up my crown. This is my crown, and I like to dress it up. I like to showcase it to people. I like to tell people that this is my pride, and I want
Of
to
course, Chef.
see, yes, and I want people to see this, and I want people to believe this, that this is beautiful, and that is how I carry, and I love to do it, and this gives me so much respect in spite of many people who uh, keep telling me rubbish things, especially from my community, which is very, very sad. And I keep buying this from Chandigarh, from the place that you are, Katiba, and I
Okay.
buy from there. And somebody actually dresses up my turban and
Okay.
does all these various colors for me, and then I love
So who is that
keeping.
great person, Chef? Who is that great person who
So
finds?
there is a turban shop in sector 23, I think, in Chandigarh,
Okay.
from where I buy,
Okay.
Vaho Turbans is the name of the shop, Vaho
Okay.
Turbans, and
Bahu
from
turban.
Vaho Turban,
Mahu.
Vaho Turbans,
Okay.
VAHOO. So from there I buy my turbans, and he actually dresses up my turbans and sends me all various color shades, and then I decide on the color shades, and I love them. So I like to dress my turban up. I like it very much, and I simply tell you that I don't like to be seen without turbans. I must tell all my people, even when I went to do my dance show, Jhalak Dikhla Ja, there I would say the production house came to me one day, chef, can you open your hair? Can you do this? Can you do that? I said, I am out of the show. If you ask me to remove my turban and do any other kind of format, I am out of the show. I'm not doing the show. You, chef, but the kind of stunts you do, is it practical? So I did all my stunts with my choreographer. She herself would be so afraid many a times that chef, are you comfortable, chef? ये वाला stunt ऐसे उठा के करना है. You have to lift me up and throw me from the top of your head. You think you will be comfortable with your turban on, this, that, but I did not remove my turban. I continued with my turban. I must also share many years back, in Carnival Cruise, when early times people would go to get jobs in Carnival Cruise in USA. I also went out of excitement because my friends went there, and they said that they're getting jobs and they were well paid, and I went for the interview, and then the first question they asked me, Harpal, everything is fine, but will you shave and will you remove your turban? I said, does this no job require this? They say yes. Then I took my CV back and I walked out of the interview. I said I will
How
not.
do people even think of saying like that, Chef? How
So,
rude they
I
are.
mean, that was rude actually, but that's how early days Carnival Cruise and the laws of US ARCs had this thing. Of course, now many laws have changed and they are allowing Sikhs to work in the cruise liners. But that is a rubbish law. I mean, how do you believe that? You see chefs in UK and USA and all having nice flowing beards. You see chefs in France with nice flowing beards, working in kitchen. So if you are maintaining your hygiene, how does it matter? A hair can fall from anywhere, from somebody who's just not wearing a turban also. But that was rubbish. So I walked out. So many places where my turban was not respected, I simply walked out, and I simply want to tell through this medium today to everybody who actually talks rubbish when I wear two-color turban, please stop talking rubbish. Do not talk rubbish. I am only decorating my turban and I am the pride of the community. So please remember this.
Chef, I would like to tell you one incidence of my life. I was in my college when I was doing my journalism.
Yeah,
Somewhere in 2011, I believe. I went to
yeah,
IIT Bombay for a debate competition. There was a very good event.
yeah.
So there we were not getting any North Indian food. There was
Uh,
only machli and all seafood or egg or omelette and vada pav, etc.,
correct,
etc., which
correct,
I don't like personally. Means people like it. That is their choice, but I didn't like. So I moved out from Powai, the campus of IIT,
yeah, yeah,
and I went through with my friends outside and searched if there is any shop of means a North Indian shop.
yeah.
There I saw from far distance. I saw a man wearing a turban and he was doing something like this, like that,
Mm,
into his tawa. And
mm,
just because of this turban, I went there. I said, "Oh,
correct,
Sardarji, please give me a North Indian food." So he served me the flavor. I still remember that flavor, that chola
fantastic.
bhatura, that dal makhni. That was awesome. So
No,
just
I
because
tell,
of this, I went there. There were many
correct,
other people
correct.
also. I never
No, no,
asked
I
them.
always, absolutely, Katiba, I believe turban is the pride of India, not just Sikhs, it's the pride of India. It is true representation of India, you cannot, I mean, if I stand anywhere when I go in the
Exactly.
world, the first thing are you Indian? The first thing they ask me is, are you Indian? It is clear representation of India, I mean. Early days, remember, turban was the pride of every person, like, whether every Indian for that matter.
True, chef. So, thank you, chef.
Thank you.
So, please, I would like everybody to listen to Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi, because we hardly get people like him who teaches everything from the core of his heart. You will hardly get a person like him, hardly. So listen to what he is saying, listen to each and every word of his whatever has come out from his tongue. Please. Thank you, chef.
Thank you
Let's
so
move
much,
on
Katiba.
next question.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Chef, how do you take Indian food to world front? Have you ever felt being a celebrity chef could be harmful enough if made one simple mistake on the camera?
First of all, I'll tell you, taking Indian food to the world nowadays, I believe it's not a big challenge. I think just not me, but there are many beautiful chefs who have done a lot of things much, much better than I could have done. Gagan Anand, for example, his restaurant in Thailand was the #1 restaurant in the whole of Asia and amongst the top 10 in the world. And beautiful, respect what he gave to Indian food. There are a lot of chefs like Chef Vineet Bhatia, Chef Atul Kochar, Chef Vikas Khanna, and many other such chefs, Sanjeev Kapoor, and all of them have done great work for Indian food. And in today's date, Indian food is much respected. And I, at my own level, have done my own work in whatever form I could represent Indian food across the world, And I think people nowadays, when I travel across the world, I see many countries, especially UK, you go to Australia, you go to Canada, even for that matter, many parts of Europe, and for that matter, in America also, the locals, I wouldn't say Indians, not Indians, locals, uh, consider cooking Indian meal as one of their meals in a weekly platform in their homes. So, which means that Indian food has reached kitchens of international people also, the international arena. So, that is a good thing for us to know that, somehow lot of people have put in a lot of effort to showcase what Indian food is all about, and lot of people, just not me, lot of people, great respect to all of them who have worked hard to promote Indian food. And the same story, I would say, happens when you become a celebrity chef. The challenge is that people expect that whatever he touches actually becomes gold. That is not the story. We are humans, so we are bound to do mistakes, and it happens with the best of the people. Okay, unless you're just doing about 20 dishes every day, okay, then mistakes are something which cannot be afforded. Okay, which means you're doing a top end restaurant, and those 20 dishes are part of the process which cannot change. Okay, but for us, people like us who are actually there to showcase the world everything about India becomes a challenge. And we have our own share of mistakes we do. I would openly say this. But correcting them and learning from right people is what we follow. And we try and acquire that if I have done this mistake, what is that I have not done right? Okay, and I try to acquire that knowledge to correct myself so that the next time I don't do that mistake. But still, the element of being human will always run into errors. We send the rocket to the Mars, and just about when it was supposed to land, after so many days, okay, and not days, months, when it was just about to land, which was just about half an hour's duration, it did not land. And it's human. It's human. Okay, it's human to be, failing at times. You cannot be correct all the time. Even God is not correct all the time. It's there. It's there in us. So please accept it. And if we are doing something wrong, please accept that I'm a human being and I'm bound to have some errors of my own. So you have to accept, but I also have the urge that if I have done a mistake, I can openly tell in a platform, and I can openly go back and learn and correct it.
Chef, it is a very big thing to accept our mistakes, accept our faults. People think that their ego is much more bigger than accepting once. Means I think so. Accepting once is better than keeping an ego or grudges inside.
I
So that
think,
is
Pratibha, many big people, one way of learning. I'm not a very good learner, but what I keep doing is I keep learning stories of all people who have become big. Maybe Ratan Tata ji, maybe Mukesh Ambani ji, maybe Jack Welch, Jack Ma for that matter, maybe Mark Zuckerberg. So you keep learning about many such people, although it could be materialistic at times, but you need to acquire what is that they have done correct to be there. So you need to learn that. So many times it is failures also. So if you learn to accept failures, which means you are only adding up to your experience, and that is what I believe. So if you have many failures, which means you are highly experienced person, because you know probably what will happen next time if you do the same thing, and you will do it correctly. So that's very important.
true, true, chef. Thank you, chef. Chef, let's move on our last question.
Sure.
Chef, tell about one recipe which you would like to share with our viewers, And chef, that will be published on our official website www.refttoday.com.
Sure. So recently in the lockdown, in the initial days of lockdown, I thought that, okay, let's relax, So I started relaxing for 10 days. After 10 days, I started feeling restless, I said that this is not the way I can lead a life. And I had initiated some business plans before that. And I said that, okay, what if I actually, execute this business plan during lockdown? And so with my co-founder, who's actually online here, Harshit Sehdev, who's here online, who also commented on, the turban as pride by Swami Vivekanand, who keeps wearing his turban also. So with Harshit Sehdev together, we actually went ahead and created a new innovation for the country, which is actually common thing for Pahadi people, people from Kumaon, people from Tehri Garhwal, people from hills in Uttarakhand and Himachal. There they have cooking simplified, okay. There they have absolutely made cooking simple and delicious for that matter. They use salt, which is, very unique. They use herbal salt. So they use pink salt from the Himalayas. They grind it with various local ingredients and just sprinkle on top of their food and have. And there's nothing else. So they've kind of either boiled the vegetables or steamed the vegetable, put the salt, mix it up and have, or they cook the vegetables in oil and add this salt, and that's about it. So the concept was so beautiful that when I met Harshit Sehdev actually this year itself, I was very impressed. He said, Chef, this kind of concept is there. Can we work together? I said, okay, let's work together because people as it is know me with Namak Shamak. So let's extend this and showcase what the country has. So we started working on recipes. We went back and forth on recipes. We went back and forth on a lot of things, and we developed beautiful salts, and they are so beautiful that I cannot tell you. I mean, we have simplified cooking, and it's so beautiful. They just simplified cooking. All you need to do is
Most important
whatever.
thing.
Yes,
That is
whatever
most
you
important.
cook.
Otherwise, people run away from cooking and the kitchen.
Absolutely. So whatever you cook, whether it is breakfast in any form, whether it is paratha, whether it is poha in Maharashtra, whether it is upma in Maharashtra and other parts of India or South India, whether it is Italy in South India, okay, you just need to sprinkle that salt and your food becomes yummy. If you're cooking curries, you just put the salt, your curry is ready. Okay, if you're doing anything, if you're making drinks also for that matter, you're making a soda, for example, you can use that salt. And the beauty of that salt is it has got so many herbs from upper Himalayas that actually benefits you and boosts your immunity. And it's very, very healthy for this time. Okay, although it is salt, and when I say salt, I'm sure many doctors and many people would start yelling at me, how can salt be healthy? But what herbs we add, that is what makes it healthy. And we are not saying that because it is salt, so you have to over add things. You have to just add adequate amount, which makes it beautiful, okay, and lovely. And so I'm going to just share this beautiful recipe that I cooked with Ditsari turmeric herbal salt. Now, Ditsari is a village which actually got washed away in 2013 floods in Uttarakhand. Okay, and my co-founder Harshit Sehdev and his team actually went and assured the people, and we supporting them in helping them on the farmers to lead a better life and to tell the world how we are integrating our business with the farmers. So this recipe is a simple red pumpkin raita or a sabzi. Now red pumpkin is so healthy that people generally do not eat it. I've seen kids, when you give them sambar, they will remove curry patta, drumsticks, red pumpkin, white pumpkin, all the vegetables, and they'll just eat the dal. So it's very, very important. This recipe is very important for them. It's there on my Facebook also. So all you need to do is you take red pumpkin, about 250 grams, you steam it, okay, and you then mash it. The moment you mash it, you just add 2 teaspoons of the Ditsari turmeric herbal salt, okay, and mix it up. Then you put a cup of whisk yogurt on top of it, okay. Next step is you take kachi ghani sarson ka tel, okay. The moment you take sarson ka tel, burn it, add little mustard seeds, okay, sarson in it, whole red chilies, and temper this on top of the yogurt. Mix it up, use it as a sabji, use it as a raita, use it as a bowl of health. And this is so beautiful. And this is the recipe, Khatiba, I have shared with you also. It can
Yes,
be
yes.
on your site and people can go and browse there. And it is simply amazing, I'm telling you. These salts are simply beautiful because of a few factors. One is the herbs. Two, the turmeric also that we use there has very high curcumin value as compared to all, most turmerics. I wouldn't say all, most turmerics that are available generally in the market are curcumin value is higher than 5%, and that is what keeps you healthy. So the salts are beautiful, the recipe is beautiful, and there are many more recipes like this on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page. You can go and browse, and you can reach out to me in any form uh, whenever you want to. If you have any queries, you can definitely reach out to me. Anybody who's there, all of them who are there. पूनम जी, डाइटिशियन किरण जी, हेलो जी, कैसे हैं आप लोग सब? जितने लोग ज्वाइन किए हैं, एवरीबॉडी, ज्योत्सना जी, जियाउद्दीन, हेलो, निकिता पटेल, हेलो, कृष्णनु, कैसे हैं जी आप? अनु कतरिया, कैसे हैं आप? And all these people, Sushil, I'm just pulling back. Vishal, hello. Sushil, hello. Harshit, thank you for joining. Jyotsna, hello. Where can you get the salt, Jyotsna? You can go to myshopify.com and order it. Manpreet ji, thank you for joining in. Rugved Joshi, hello. Hello, everybody. Komal, thank you so much. Preeti Singh, thank you so much. Kokar, thank you so much. And that's how I reach out to people. Renu
People
Narang,
are
hello.
joining. Huh. People are
Kaise?
joining. Chef Manpreet Singh is continuously watching you. Mr. Ahmed
Thank
Rashid
you.
is continuously watching you. People are continuously messaging, but I would like our viewers to kindly message after after we go off live, because in Instagram all the comments, they just get deleted after getting we get off live. So
Correct.
kindly leave your comments, leave your questions after we finish off with this show. Great chefs, good food. And thank you, Chef. Thank you for giving your valuable time to Reft today.
Thank
And I would
you.
like our viewers to read Chef Harpal Singh
Harpal.
Soki's uh, interview on Reft Today's official website, www.reftoday.com. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chef. Thanks for
Thank you
coming
so
on our
much.
show. Thank you,
Thank you
Chef.
so much. Thank you.